What up, everybody? It's Ponter here, and today we've got a special game. It's special for a couple reasons. First of all, it's on Midway, which is a map I think many people don't even know exists. And so it's going to be a little bit of a review of this map. And then we're also going to be doing an explanation of how to manage with bots. Because frankly, there's just not a lot of good multiplayer games on right now at a consistent time. So people are just stuck playing bots, and usually it's only like one or two people playing bots. So if you're a complete noob, this video is for you. It's how you can play in a bot game alone and still win. But in the meantime, so we're just waiting for the deployments. Let's just talk about this map a little bit. It's pretty interesting. It's got an interesting aesthetic, first of all, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. We're playing on the USSR side, playing support, and right off the bat, here's what I noticed. Like I spawn here, I have to cap this triple pointer, and this point over here is inaccessible through this thing. Like I click over here, and the guys go all the way around, and yeah, I try to force it, it just won't go. So this is like impassable, which is, it's annoying, to say the least. And you know your drop zone only goes to here, so suddenly like this area that's super close to your to your point is not very accessible until you burn it. Like, so naturally my my second spawn is gonna be, well, my second spawn was a rep because I didn't realize this, but my third spawn will be a medium arty to burn this, so I can move through. So this is like an inauspicious start to things in this game, and this is basically why you don't want to start as support unless you're just gonna arty spam, which I wasn't really ready to do. So yeah, the map's broken in my opinion. Like, it looks like this should be accessible. It's not. Other than that, like the skybox is pretty good looking, especially if you look this way. The lighting gets kind of weird, which I'll show. And this map has like kind of like this uncanny valley like look. It doesn't look supernatural. I don't know. Especially if you zoom out, you can really see the art. Like, I don't know, artifacting. Definitely looks copy and pasted. And then the CPs themselves, like, you've got the gimme point here for USSR, and then the USA gimme point here, and then you have these 2 pointers that are pretty much disputed, and then there's this one that's tucked in behind that I guess theoretically this should be almost a gimme point, but you can spawn. The spawns are fucked. Like, you can spawn here, for instance. Like, you can spawn all the way up here as USSR. So, like, the USA spawn is like in this little corner. It's kind of weird. Like, they can spawn here and they can spawn here. And yeah, see, I burned this, and now you can drive through. Just annoying. Like, having a pathing error like that. I don't know. So anyways, playing support against bots is terrible unless you're arty spamming, just because when you're fighting air, you kind of need to know where they are going to go and attack. So against human players, it's pretty obvious where they're going to attack, and you can set up your little AA net. And then you also have to know where your teammates are going to go, so you can set up an AA net to protect them. But in bots, you have no idea. Oh yeah, and there's gas tanks on this map which explode. And that's an instant A+. Yeah, there's like one over here. Yeah, there's 2 unknowns when you're playing with bots. So as easy as it is to shoot down their choppers, you never really know where they're gonna be, and you never really know where your own teammates are gonna be. So playing support is just not very feasible. And I played this map only to, oh, and look at that guy had a minus score. I only played this game to just look at this map and kind of like feel it out for in terms of balance and looks and feel. But then we started losing, and I'm just gonna speed it up. Like you can watch me lose to bots. In terms of winning, I guess like USA really only has to do one thing, and that's like push to the end of the airfield, and they just have. It seems like they can set up such a strong position with armor, you know. Like USSR has a lot of woods to defend, and I guess you could put Inf in here as well. But it seems to me like look at the gimme point for USA extends all the way to here, and if you fort this up and do what they're doing, like have tanks and AA sitting there, like you can pretty much control this whole space, and then you get these points at least decapped or capped, and you could even go and press in on the spawn. So it's pretty. Even though it looks like USSR has a lot more cover, and I think that would be in a game with human beings, using the woods as inf would be pretty devastating. Like I think they're big enough that they would last a little long, and there's like little pockets of woods too that you can use. Like not a lot of buildings, but the woods is even better. Like look at this shit ranked up. Yeah. Terrifying. And yeah, we'll just watch me fail. Like again, you're just so easily killed as support as well. You know, look, I'm getting RD'd. It's just not fun to play. And then I realize like this is bullshit. Like fuck this. I'm gonna change it up because we're losing hard now. The tick is way against us, and you know I wanted the match to at least last 20 minutes so I could fully appreciate the map. And here's another thing, you know, you're just gonna get TA'd to shit. Like bots love precision arty. They use it all the time, so you have to basically move every 10 seconds and never blob your units, or else it's gonna get precision arty. They also love fuel air bombs, so you have to spread out your units even more. That's their two favorite thing. Also, all the AA or all the bot units spawn upfetted in most servers, so you have to be aware of that. So what I do normally when I fight bots, I go air, and just I'm good at air, so at least enough to kill bots and abuse them. And you know, bot AA, even if it's upvetted and blobbed, like you never attack the blobs of upvetted AA, but once it separates, you can pick it off pretty easily. But instead I'm going armor, because we just need to take ground, I feel, and bots are really bad at pushes. And look at this, like, just so much precision already. It's just absurd. Oh, there's another one. They just love that shit. But yeah, we need to take ground and take some caps and to kill all this fucking support, because that seems like all the AA, or all the computer has is that. So stage one is setting up a tank position. I get in their faces, get in the open. I get the shit kicked out of me, and so when I have injured units, I drop a jeep. They're like 10 TA as armor, but it's worth it just to get the reps. And I drop it far back, and I'm just gonna micro it like a repair tank, basically. And yeah, things are not looking good. Like the bots are beating the snot out of me. So I just sit back and I'm just taking pot shots at the infantry in the open. Again, that's stupid bot stuff. Like a human player would run into the woods and hide. Bots will just sit in the open and die for the most part. So that was a lucky pickup. And now, yeah, I pull back, fix up the tanks, and we'll see. We'll see what happens. You know, this is dangerous for many reasons. And again, we're not playing like we would in a player game, so it's not a very good. This is not how you would play in like a player game. I would flame you for that. But also, this map is just so fucking weird. I guess to play it meta as USSR armor, you'd probably want a tank here at all times. Like this seems like a great spot for tanks. You probably want a tank back here, operating up here, and maybe this is an area for lights, and then you'll want a tank maybe over here, depending on who controls these woods. But But it looks like you could put a lot of pressure over here as USSR, and USA is just gonna. It seems like USA is gonna control this. It's pretty easy. And what I do also is I do some drops, mainly because I want to cap this. So you're not gonna have a lot of help capping things. Like notice if there was like another human, he would just snag that. So you're gonna have to do all the caps yourself in a bot game, and you know, in a lot of games, like a pub game where everyone's terrible, you're also gonna have to do a lot of caps too. Or in a 5v5 and you're playing armor, you're basically all alone. So it's all on you to do caps. So you have to be ballsy sometimes. But look at this. Can we get a little help from our friends, the AI? Like all he has to do is go here. Not a hope in hell though. It's unfortunate. And I'm literally telling the let's see if they're gonna be more responsive than a human player. Oh, it actually worked. Amazing. And then I decap this and I go for a YOLO cap here. So these two caps, you know, you really just have to do your math and you say like, what areas are we obviously going to control without my help? And then, so I figured we could hold this and this with my help, and we could definitely hold this just out of pure stupidity. And yeah, and then, so I've already done paradrops. The next thing you do is drop in other places. So this is just good practice. Some people will flame me for dropping on the point, but you know, I just need a quick cap here, just to turn it around. And there goes another one of my tanks to a precision arty. You know, it's just going to be the bane of your existence. It's going to be constant. And then they TB it too, just for good measure. That's great stuff. But we still hold. And we're going to get potentially an amazing ballsy cap. Like, already getting shot by the infantry here. But it's enough. You know, good stuff. Now, to do the killing blow against the bots, you want to total dom them or as close to possible, depending on the time. And then the other thing you want to do to put them down is heavy artillery, the spawn. Certain maps, this is better. This one wasn't even that good. But look at that precision already. Oh, man. And there's the fuel air bombs, of course. But just heavy arties on the spawn, especially on this map, I feel like it would be very abusable, just because the USA spawn is so tucked in. And you can, if you got infant here and just hid them, you'd have vision on all the time. Look, there's another precision arty for you. You drove into that one too. That's embarrassing. So yeah, you just heavy arty this constantly. Whoa. Or do like carpets. Carpets would be devastating on this map. It's so compact. And you can notice the this is the color change. It kind of gets grayer with damage. But yeah, what I'm doing here, this is some newbie shit. Just too very dangerous. Like you can't have two heavies stacked there. And then I'm using my scout to kill the inf in the woods. And what I want to do, and what the AI does here, is the killing blow, I think, on this map. Like, imagine, and this is why I think it's a little imbalanced. Yeah, my Jeep got killed. Like, if you just sit on this point as USSR, like, your spawn is right here. Just drive to this point, sit on it, and then drop heavy arties over and over again on the USA spawn. And, like, it's like, that'd be, like, seal clubbingly easy to beat the USA player. And so that's what I'm just going to do. I'm just going to sit here with heavies and just because I need that huge massive tick to bring it back. And there's another precision arty. I dodged that one. Got lucky there. And yeah, this is so you can fight bots and win against them. It's possible. You know, playing against bots is like, I don't know, it's like pumpkin sex. Like, you're still having sex, but it's like with a pumpkin. It's just not the same. So I would suggest not playing bots for that much, or not caring about how you play in bots, and just focus on getting good enough to play with other players, and hopefully we'll get some good like some match mode games or something. But yeah, this is hilariously newbie, just sitting there with 3 heavy tanks. Like, I'm inviting all sorts of bad shit on me. But you can overextend tanks against bots. Like, their air is so bad that you can get away with this shit. Like, if a choppers come, just pop smoke, and like they never micro scouts or anything like that. They are really good at dropping fuel air bombs, though. Jeez. Like, look at that shit. And here comes, this is their chance to beat us. Like, we still haven't really won yet, so I can't be resting on my laurels. So the tanks go for a nice little drive to this point. So yeah, this is good space for tanks. Like, look at the range. It's also interesting, like, how overlapped these CPs are. Yeah, look at these. Look at this air. Oh yeah, there's the precision already. Fuck's sake. I'm doing some desperate TBs. Like, that's gonna be a nice one. And we just start winning. Yeah, fuck you, bots. Oh my god, and there's more precision already. Yeah, it's amazing. Oh yeah, look how the color changes. I guess the sun is coming from that direction. But you spin around and it's like, woof, gloomy. And yeah, just keeping doing drops. They still haven't capped this. You know, hilarious. And yeah, we'll just speed it up. So, in terms of this map, I don't know. Like, I've never played a competitive match on this map. Everybody should go on Massgate and download all the map packs, and we could have a day where we play these weird ones. So I'd love to see how it actually plays out with, like, smart people playing it. And I didn't even get the highest score. That's embarrassing. But lots of command points and reps, and that's how you beat bots. Okay, it's command, capping and repairing, or being good at air, and dropping heavy arties on their spawns, and that's pretty much all you need to do. So yeah, good luck out there, bot stomping. Good luck, and yeah, we'll see you on the battlefield.